From today, I will introduce ACI API. Maybe it will a couple of series, and today usually I will show you about how to start the ACI API, and then later I will show you how to put binding using one port or VPC that will be usually used. It will be used many times, and the other things like CPU, like utilization and endpoint tracking logs, maybe I hope so. And today I will this is today like a index like that, like appliances, ACI API, some like a unique features and object store, ACI inspector, postman, and finally how to start the ACI APIs. Most important thing when you start ACI API is you have to visit this URL. Let's visit. This URL is Cisco DevNet. At this website, there are almost everything about Cisco programmability, like code, documentation, and running tracks, and sandboxes, and almost everything. Especially for the ACI programmability, there are 6 tracks, and each track has made with many modules. If you just go there and spend some time, and you can learn almost everything about the ACI API. So actually, this documentation is from this module, these tracks. When someone asks me to do something with the API, usually I visit DevNet. At DevNet, there is almost everything about Cisco product, programmability, functions, and documentation, and examples, and learning tracks. So don't forget to bookmark that URL. And this is the ACI API, the always-on sandbox. This is open to everybody. So with the URL and the ID and password, and you can test your API. Always, it's free. Let's start. And when you start the ACI API, just one thing I want to let you know is ACI API is the one object tree, and 100% there are API. I mean, it means when we access API and the ACI, usually we visit Epic, and Epic GUI is 100% made with API. So actually, when you click many of the Epic, the APIC, there are some data is shown that's 100% from API. So the ACI is actually more than the application, and it has fully support API. And its start point is Uni. I just speak in Uni, and it's a kind of root. So it's a start point, and then there are like other tenant and verb and BD and subnet, blah 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 blah. So don't forget to start using Uni. It's like a start point, and you have to be familiar with some like a word, like a tenant is a TN, and it's module it's in the module FV, and CTX is context verb, it's BD is BD, and client endpoint CEF. And because it's one big tree, there is like a parent class, and Uni and tenant like that. So I will show you about that. And object store, if you visit the Epic, there is like a setup. I don't know in English. This means a setup. And setup, there is an object store is over there. So you can click here, or you can visit directly. Use Epic / the visore.html. Then this is the object store. So when at there, you can search some object, and you can see, you can show URL, and you can get the responses like that. Let's visit the object store. All right, this is here. Here we can go to object store, and if you just click UNI, this is start point, and there are some information over there. Some here, there we can view the children's it take a lot of time. Maybe network issues like that. So you can also search. You can search, and there are results. And if you click here, you can see responses like a JSON and XML. Usually I say JSON, and this is URL. So wow, this URL. Then response is 39, tenant is over there, blah 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 blah. Okay, so this is very nice tool for the users. And then the most important, the ACI the tool is ACI inspector. This is just a two story more higher than the object store. Show API inspector. Then another like window is over there, and when you click each menu of Epic, each there is like whenever you click the menu of Epic, the method, timestamp, method, URL responses is over there. So we can guess when you want to deploy some function, just to try to do it with the Epic GUI, and then you can know the command over there. So frankly speaking, there is no the official guide of the ACI API. Just we can guess what we can from here. We can know how to use the API. I will show you here. Just here just to show ACI inspector over there. There is like empty right now, but when you click some menu, there are many APIs over there. So whole this Epic data is from this API. All right. Let's go to tenant, and when I make something, I want to make a tenant called tenant 8. Then I click submit. Alright, everything is okay. And here you can see method post. And this is the URL. Then this is the payload it's made. And this payload is the actual JSON, and if you go to the JSON viewer, I prefer this website. When you click, you can see the beautifully and easily. So this is actually ACI inspector. So whenever whatever you want, you can do it. You can know the URL and the payload using ACI inspector. Okay, and if you use the Postman or visit this site, at this site there are Michael shared three ACI APIs. So you can download it, it's free. And And whenever I start new product API, I'm very confused. How can use the API? I mean, ID password and authentication. So every system is different system, but ACI is very simple. If you wanna the ACI API, first you have to get the token, and reuse token every time. So this 101 is the example to get a token. And here first the host ID password is from this file, and then this is a get token. Just this URL and the payload is here, and the request and print out. That was in the file 101. I will show you. All right, Python 3, and because it's very long, I will make a result using the pipe 103. Here, this is actual result. From result, I am data and login, AA login attribute token. This is token, and finally I print out this token. That's what the code need. And the 105 is so just the example of the display the tenant name, and when you get the token is on the header, and with epic cookie plus token, then you can get the data. All right, so I will do it, and I run the code, and the result is 105-3 is here. Here is token. You see just a couple of minutes ago, and from here there are 56 tenant. And tenant is here. Data and FE tenant attribute, and this is tenant name on Cisco Sandbox, Cisco Development Sandbox Epic. Here, all right, S2TBK blah blah blah. That's it. Very simple. So you know how to use token, and you know how to use Cisco ACI inspector. So you can start. You can make any application. And just don't forget to visit this Cisco developers cisco.com. Usually I call it the DevNet. At Cisco DevNet, you can get almost everything you want. Thank you. Bye bye.